Chapter 28, Tricks from Grandma. Grandma was staying with the family again, and they were all packed tightly inside the van. Today was a Sunday morning when Dad was scheduled to preach at a neighboring church. "It's so crowded," Angela complained as she wiggled around trying to get comfortable. "I'll make myself as small as possible," Diane sighed as she curled up tightly and continued reading. I should never have worried that Diane would struggle with reading. Now I can't get her to put books down, Mom thought to herself with a smile. The church service was enjoyable, and the family enjoyed meeting new people. One lady approached Mom and Grandma afterwards. "Is this your first time here?" the woman asked Grandma. Grandma smiled. "No, this is where I attend regularly." The lady's eyebrows wrinkled as she tried to remember if she had ever seen Grandma before. "Do you live with Norma and Jay?" "Oh no, I live with my parents," Grandma replied. The lady turned to Mom with a puzzled look. Her parents wouldn't be living anymore, would they? As Grandma walked away to find more people to talk to, Mom quietly replied, "No, she is staying at my house." After Grandma and Mom walked away, Joanna explained to the lady that Grandma has Alzheimer's disease. Grandma would spend her time helping Mom however she could. She would often wander around the house putting things away, often in strange places. She would sweep the floor, wash dishes, and peel potatoes. It took longer to get ready for church when Grandma was around, but she always seemed to enjoy going to the services. One Sunday evening, as the offering basket was being passed, the usher handed Mom a few pieces of toilet paper. He leaned down and politely whispered, "Your mother put this in the offering, so I thought I'd return it to you." Joanna overheard what the usher said and tried to keep from giggling at the funny situation. Dad, who did not see what happened, noticed that she was struggling to keep her composure. He tried not to be disgusted with their apparent lack of respect for God's house. After Grandma went to bed, the family discussed what had happened at church that evening. Grandma gave her very best, just like the widow in the Bible, Mom said. She held up a toilet paper roll that she found in Grandma's purse. "Grandma always provides a lot of entertainment, so it's never boring when she is around. I think it's fun having her at our house," Marcus grinned. Diane piped in, "It's fun most of the time, but I don't like when she gets into my closet and wears my dresses. She ripped one of my nicest dresses the other day." Mom looked intently at the children. "This is only for a season, but we are all learning many good lessons from our time with Grandma. Aunt Ruthie was talking to Mom on the phone about Grandma. So I planted my spring flowers this morning, and when I came outside later, I saw that Grandma had chopped them all off." Mom laughed. Aunt Ruthie's tales always amused her. Saturday evenings were busy, especially when Grandma was around. Mom made sure Grandma took a bath in the afternoon, so the bathroom was empty for the teenagers in the evening. After that, Grandma would usually sit on a chair humming to herself while Mom made supper. "My stocking won't stay up," Grandma complained from her chair as she fidgeted with her shoe and yanked at her stocking. "I need a piece of elastic to keep it up." Mom called from the stove where she was stirring the pasta, "I'll get something to fix it when I finish cooking." Just then, Dad and the boys entered the house. Mom listened to their tales of the day's activities while Joanna set the table for supper. All of a sudden, Joanna turned around and exclaimed, "Oh no, look what Grandma did!" Everyone looked to see the telephone cord dangling from the wall with a foot of it missing. Then they looked over to where Grandma was sitting. She was contentedly tying the missing piece of cord around her leg. They all burst out laughing. "We will have to make do without a phone until Monday," Mom sighed. Now it would be Aunt Ruthie's turn to laugh at Mom's story about Grandma. Several months later, Angela was enjoying a new book from the library. Grandma seemed content on the rocking chair outside watching Jason and his friends playing basketball. Mom had put Angela in charge of watching over Grandma until the laundry was finished. The sounds of the boys cheering and the summer birds chirping filled the yard. When Mom returned to the front porch, she noticed that the rocking chair was empty. "Where's Grandma?" she asked. Angela jumped up and threw her book aside. "She was just here. I didn't see her leave." Quickly they searched the house, but to no avail. Grandma was nowhere to be found. "I guess I need to contact the police." Mom's clenched hands showed her worry. As the family frantically searched East Reading and waited for the police to arrive, the phone rang. "Hurry," Mom called to Angela after she hung up the phone. "Ella Saylor saw Grandma about 10 blocks across town. She took her inside because Grandma said she was going to her parents' house. Ella said that she was really red and sweaty, so she's been trying to cool her off." They got in the car and headed for Ella's house. Grandma gave Mom and Angela a big grin when she saw them. Mom hugged Grandma tightly and whispered a prayer of thanksgiving. That evening in devotions, Dad thoughtfully remarked, "Grandma walked down busy streets and crossed many intersections, but God protected her." "This is a reminder that we need to be more careful about watching Grandma when she's around," Mom told the children. "You never know what might happen when she is with us," Brian said. The family rejoiced that God had protected Grandma once again.